Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the One Day at a Time blog. I'm so happy to be able to return to you after a long day. I understand all of y'all probably have had a long day with work and children and appointments, but the exciting part is that you have tuned back in and you are ready to change your life one day at a time. Before I move forward with our great anticipated topic of the mind, I wanted to address one of my bloggers. She actually sent me an email and she was kind of detailing to me how her life has been and the difficulties that she has had since she has started tuning into One Day at a Time blog. She was excited, very excited, to share with me that she loved the information and she felt like it was life-changing information. But the difficulty she was having was actually trying to regurgitate this information and actually trying to implement these changes into her life. She says she was hearing it, she was understanding it, but she didn't feel like she was able to actually implement these changes in her life. So after reading her email and praying on it, I came up with a great example to share with her tonight. So I'm hoping that she's tuning in, and also any of the other bloggers that may be experiencing the same. That maybe you're hearing the information, but you're having a very difficult time implementing these changes. Will fear not, it is actually very normal, and I'm going to explain to you now why it is so difficult to implement these changes. I'm going to use the example of a computer. Basically a personal experience I had. I actually just had to buy a new laptop about a year ago because I was starting back to school, and I had a laptop that was really only 3 years old. But we realized that as quick as technology is advancing these days, that is actually a very old laptop. So I was trying to be cheap and keep my old laptop and then get some new software that I needed to upload for my online classes. So I got the software, I tried to upload it to my old computer, and the first thing I received was an alert that says your computer or your software is not compatible with this new software that you are trying to upload onto your computer. That is a prime example of what is happening to my blogger, and also maybe to you, someone that is trying to upload new information to your mind. And for instance, we all have this hard drive that is how many ever years old you are. For instance, my hard drive is 36 years old, and as we discussed later, my hard drive has been just negative experiences have been downloaded into it. Traumatic experience have been downloaded into it. Negative talk, negative feedback. Basically, overall, the hard drive is just old and it's negative. And so whenever we try to start putting this new software, which is all this positive information that I have been feeding to you over the last couple of days, guess what? Your hard drive is not accepting it. It is not compatible with the new positive information that you're trying to receive. So, of course, you are going to be rejecting it. For instance, my computer, I actually somehow got it on there, but then I started getting pop-ups. If you don't immediately upgrade your operating system or your hard drive, we're going to crash, or there's going to be a virus. The computer started running slower. It just overall was not an effective computer anymore. And all it was saying was you need to change your operating system or you need to upgrade your hard drive. That is exactly what is happening to my blogger and maybe to you. Throughout these last couple of days, you might have been trying to say, okay, today's going to be a great day. I'm going to live positive. And the first thing out of your brain was you were doing fine before. You don't need One Day at a Time blog. You don't need this positive information. You don't need to eat right. You can continue looking at Facebook and letting all this negativity come in. You are doing just fine. That is those pop-ups, the same as the pop-ups that I was receiving on my computer. And those pop-ups will slow you down. They will start making you drag, the same as my computers was dragging, and eventually it will produce a virus, and that virus was going to shut down my entire computer. The virus with you is just negativity, and that negativity, it will completely shut out all information that you are trying to receive. So that actually leads me perfectly into what we have been anticipating talking about, which is our mind. To be able to accept all this information that I'm trying to give to you, you now need to upgrade your operating system, which is your mind. Before you can really, you can hear me, before you can accept it, and before you can actually start living in this new information, then you have to upgrade your operating system so that your hard drive will be able to maintain this new information that you're receiving. So again, that leads me perfectly into what we've been talking about our mind. So very quickly, I'm just going to, I did give you a small definition the other day of what the mind is. I'm going to read that again. I am looking at my notes, so excuse me for when I do lose eye contact with you. But the mind is a part of the invisible, transcendent world of thought, feeling, attitude, belief, and imagination. There are 6 dimensions of the mind. We are going to elaborate on those each individually, but I'm just kind of giving you an overview of the mind tonight. The 6 dimensions are love, fear, joy, hatred, boredom, sexuality. I think I said them all. Love, fear. Yes. Sexuality. I'll make sure I got them all. Boredom, hatred, joy, fear, and love. Yes. And again, as we said before, the mind and the brain are 2 separate entities. And to make a prime example of that, someone was asking me some more information about that today. And a great example I had for them was a lot of times, like at night or even yesterday, I was so tired when I came home from being out and then dealing with a family emergency. My body and my brain were just exhausted. So I laid down on the couch and I was trying to go to sleep. My brain was sending out signals. Hey, go to sleep, you're exhausted. But guess what? My mind, which is totally separate, was darting. It was going from here to there. Did you complete all your tasks at work? Did you do a good job with handling that emergency? You have an appointment tomorrow with your daughters for your dentist. You have appointments next week. Are you going to start school? What more are you going to do for your blog? And again, the brain was shooting out something totally separate. It was saying, go to sleep, go to sleep. But my mind, which is totally separate, was just kind of darting here to there, here to there. Our mind is also composed of the subconscious and the conscious. And again, this is just an overview, so I will be dealing with the importance of the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. The subconscious mind makes up almost 95% of our mind, and the conscious mind makes up probably about 5% of our mind. So again, that should tell you how very important it is to address that subconscious mind of ours and to get that healthy, so that we can start living in more mental freedom and more clarity. So again, that is just a very general overview. I wanted to address the blogger's question about why she was having difficulty accepting this information, because I felt like that if she was experiencing that, then probably some other bloggers were as well. And then also that led me perfectly into explaining to you about our mind. Again, some the differences with the mind and the brain and the dimensions of the mind, and then the subconscious and the conscious mind. We, of course, will be going into greater detail as the days are to come. Also, as I end the blog, I did want to share with you something that I am going to be doing. I do have a one day at a time website now. I will be uploading to that. I do have a one day at a time blog, which will be on Facebook, and I will be starting a YouTube channel. Starting this Monday, I'm going to be starting a little game. Basically, I would like for people to share. We love to share memes that are funny. We love to share negative stories. We love to share WRAL stories, but we have a difficult time sharing things like this that actually can change our lives. And so starting Monday, for every time you share my YouTube, or anytime you share my blog, or anytime you share my page, then I want you to contact me, and I'm going to put your name in a drawing. And then next week, we'll be doing a drawing for a $10 gas card. I will be doing that drawing live. You can get your name put in the pot as many times as you share. So anytime you share the blog, if I just see that you shared it, make sure you contact me and let me know. I'm going to put your name in the pot. So if you share it 1 time or 20 times, I will be putting your name in there, and that will increase your chances for a Friday drawing of a $10 gas card. So thank you again for sharing. Hopefully that information about the operating system will be effective for you. And then tomorrow I'll tune back in with you and start talking about the actual dimensions of the mind. Thank you. I look forward to sharing with you tomorrow. And please continue to take it one day at a time.